Howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Michael here again from GuitarGate.com. And if you're unfamiliar with this channel, this is not a note-for-note lesson, and nor is this a cover. This is a breakdown of the fundamental pieces of the tune so you know what it is, so that when you go to cover it with your band, you can make it your own, and you can also cover it regardless of how many pieces that you may have. So this is The Letter by the Box Tops, made famous by Joe Cocker, and just a staple for all you jam bands out there that want a super cool classic tune to jam to. Tedeschi Trucks does an awesome version of this, and this is that version. So check it. It starts with that awesome keyboard riff. Now what this is a minor pentatonic. So flat 3, root, flat 7, but you're adding the 5th behind each one. It's a perfect interval to make that inverted power chord, so meaning 5th in the bass. So I'm hitting 2 notes at a time. And always going back to my root. So the trick to this is getting that push with the minor 3rd, right? If you're a hybrid picker, this is a good one for it. Make it extra snappy. Which is what I always opt to do. Now, for the verse, it does a cool little thing. It's 1 minor, flat 6 major. You can make it dominant to make it bluesier if you want. Then 1 minor again. Then 4 major or dominant, depending on how bluesy you want it. Then it does this cool walk down thing. 1, flat 7, right? And it keeps going down. It does 6, but that is actually an E flat major chord with G in the bass. So that's first inversion. Then you got G flat major, so flat 6 major again. And now your 5 chord finally, which of course you can make dominant. So that whole thing sounds like and it ends with the and then it goes into the chorus. The chorus switches to its relative major, which is why it works so well. It's like the sun is, the clouds are parting and the sun is shining on this beautiful day because you're in minor zone, you got this descending walk thing, very minor pentatonic vocal lick, and then all of a sudden it's and that's because it's its relative major. So we're in B flat minor, our relative major, up a minor 3rd, D flat major. So D flat major, so this is 1 chord. Now you're 5, right? A flat, 4, G flat, back to 1, to 5. Now I implore you, if you have more than one instrumentalist in the band, so not like bass, but if you have another keyboard player, another guitar, if one of you is going to do these, big, kind of descending basic chords, try going up. So. Brighten it up a little bit. And if you don't know those, I'm just using basic triads. And if you're not familiar with these basic triads, hit the link in the description for my triads course. There you go, nice plug, right? So now check it out. So it goes through that twice and then ends with that dominant 7th chord, that F7, which is the 5 of B flat. So this is our push note. This is our thing that's out of the box. This is the note, the chord that doesn't fit because it really wants to go back to your minor root, back to B flat. And so that's the one where they sing all the harmonies, the anyway. That is just a harmonized F7 chord. Now for the melody. For the verse part, again, minor pentatonic, blues, 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 blues all day. Your basic feel is going to be minor third, root, flat 7, 4 and 5 with the flat in there. Like you can make it as bluesy as you want, but you start so it's like your first one, you're kind of focused on the root. Second one, you kind of ascend a little bit. You can move over to the 4. And you always finish on the root there. And then, when it has that descending part in the progression, you want to mimic that on your melody. So, I'm just walking down. And then when I get to that 9, right? When I get to that C in the key of B flat, that of course is the 5th of your 5 chord, and that hook, baby wrote me a letter, that's all about that 9, which is why that hook works, because you're over the 5 chord. And if you notice, when you get back to it, it's right to the, it works really, really well. Now when you go to solo over the chorus section, again, you switch to your relative major. So, and now your melody notes are going to be the 3rd of your 1 chord, 5th of your 5 chord, root of your 4 chord, and then finally back to the 5th of your 5 chord. If you want to look at this in terms of your home minor minor scale, this is 5th, 4th, flat 6, 5, 4. And if you listen to it, those are your main things. So when you take a lead over this, you can go crazy, you can embellish, you can keep it straight down the middle, but those are your target notes. So I'm going to play through it one time, and just remember, the goal here, over the verse, B flat minor pentatonic, right? The story's about the root. When you go to the second time through, like the second pass through, you go up, you can hang on that 4, but you still kind of want to resolve back to that root, that tonic, that minor pentatonic. Third time through, when the chords start to descend, you want to mimic that descending motion, going from the 5th, 4, flat 3, 2, and when you go to that hook, right, the way that works is that 2, that 9, that's the 5th of the 5 chord, which is why the hook works. When you go to the chorus, you're switching to your relative major, and so your melody notes are 3rd of the 1 chord, 5th of the 5 chord, and root of the 4 chord. Beyond that, take a swing at it. Good luck. Please remember to subscribe if you like these lessons, and if you want all of my courses, please check out guitargate.com. See you there. Take a listen.